Shalawam.
Shalawam.
Mr. Akiakwa.
HAQATAZAH.
And we the GMS Germany camp.
That's right.
And first and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, glory unto YAHAWAH, by HASHAM, YAHAWASHI, by HASHAM, KABAD. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us this truth.
That's right.
Peace and blessings to the hopefully elect. 144,000 men pushing the truth and diligence and sincerity across the four winds. And Shalawam to any Aquatim listening and learning.
That's right.
You know, we in transit to meet up with the GMS Holland Camp Akim.
That's right.
You know, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. You know, that he blessed us with Akim that are willing to drive that far to you know, to cut that goddamn distance down. To show brotherly love, man.
That's right.
You know, to show, you know, because pretty much this is a spiritual booster for us, man.
That's right.
You know, because when we started the GMS Germany camp, our whole means was to raise that banner in Germany, one of course, but to meet Akim, man. To meet Akim who were on this walk with us. You know, and that the Lord gave us the ability to meet up with the GMS Holland camp is straight up Yapa, man. You know, it's a truly a blessing.
That's right.
You know, so without that, this lesson is going to be on the elect. You know, the men, the 144,000 men that the Lord is going to give spiritual powers to. He's going to give back our power, because at one point we were slayed the Philistines. In the book of Joshua, we slayed many cats, man. The book of Judges, we slayed many cats also. Even in the book of Samuel, you know, it shows the Lord gave us so much spiritual power, even though we kept churning and transgressing against him. He put many nations to flight before us. He made 12,000 men fall at our swords. What was that? What was his name? Saul's son, Jonathan. He slayed 20 men. Him and another dude. He put a whole army to flight, man.
And the other one, which we call it in the book of Judges, not Gideon. I think the one before who slayed the Moabites, man. I think Ehud. He split.
He put the whole city to slaughter, man.
Or the other one, I think it wasn't even. Or Gibeon, he slayed 140,000 or something, over 100,000 men, man. His army, man.
You know,
just like 300 men. So there were 301 men basically, and they slayed over 100,000 men.
And he could have took the whole army, but what the Lord tell him? The Lord said, nah, cut the number of the army down. Because Jake's so wicked that they're gonna think that they did it themselves. You know, but it was only through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
You know, that was the only reason why they had power to put these nations to flight. To put these nations to slaughter, to make thousands of men fall by the sword. So without that, let's get Leviticus 26 and verse 8. Let's start at 3. Let's start at 2. Ye shall keep my Sabbaths and reverence my sanctuary. I am Yahawah by Shem Yahushai. Verse 3. If ye walk in my statutes and keep my commandments and do them. Verse 4. Then I will give you rain in due season, and the land shall yield in her increase, and the trees of the field shall yield their fruit. Verse 5. And your threshing shall reach unto the vintage, and the vintage shall reach unto the sowing time. And ye shall eat your bread to the full, and dwell in your land in safety. You see? Let's keep reading. And verse 6, and I will give peace in the land, and ye shall lie down, and none shall make you afraid. You see? Right now, our men are afraid. Not the men who are doing this work, but Israelites in general are spiritually afraid, man. Because they have had their heritage taken from them. You know, they are spiritually afraid. You know? And none shall make you afraid. And I will rid evil beasts out of the land. Who's those evil beasts? These damn heathens, man. These heathens. These Edomites, the beasts of the field. These Elamites. Hey, the HAYAH, he just sent us a video about Elam having a cow dung fight, man. You see, these are beasts of the field, man. When You ever seen a dog when they find some shit,
Come.
they're rolling it, bro.
Come.
They want that smell on them.
Come.
You know, these heathens, man, these beasts of the field, man.
And so like what I want to add to this one percent that you read, we're gonna reign in due season, man. Like it says in Sirach 10:14, you know, the Lord gonna bring the pride princes down and put it's like you put the meek instead, man. It's gonna come for the elect because the elect gonna be the governing body of the nation of Israel, man. You know, just to add it up. So like,
you're right. You're right. And let's continue. And I will rid evil beasts out of the land. Neither shall the sword go through your land. The sword is Esau. You see? And ye shall chase your enemies, and they shall fall before you by the sword. And 5 of you shall chase 100, and 100 of you shall put 10,000 to flight. See, 5 of the Israelite men put 10,000 men to flight. You see, that was the spiritual power that the Lord gave unto us, man. Okay? And your enemies shall fall before you by the sword. You see? And those are the elect, man. Those are the elect going to be giving back their power in these end times, man. You know? And once all those things happen, once the ICBM missiles blow up everything, you know, once that RFID chip has been implemented, you know, the Lord is going to give his men back their spiritual power, man. Back that power to slay these heathens and these damn devils.
And even Jacob's trouble, man, when these race riots come, you know, you see out of nowhere like thousands of people hunting you down because Esau got like a, what is it called in English? I forgot it.
The drones?
Now some money on your ass, you know.
A bounty.
A bounty. Yeah. You know, say like, hey, if you kill this one, you're gonna, if you kill an Israelite, you're gonna get food, man. Because they're gonna be famine in the land. And what the Most High gonna do, he's gonna protect you. If it's spiritual power, if it's with the beast of the wild beasts, like it says in Sirach 39 and 28, you know. And the Lord can give you spiritual power, man. Like the elder, Salakia, what is his name? I forgot it. His channel is GMS Army 144,000. You know. And he said Army, kind of one that goes deep in the Hebrew.
He goes to Hebrew deep.
He said like, man, you know, the Lord can give us spiritual power, man. Imagine Esau come kicking to your door and say like, hey, down. They take you, want to give you the RFID chip. What happens, man? The Lord makes your hand to steal, man. It's gonna happen, man. These things gonna happen. Our faith gonna be
got that Luke Cage.
Man. Our faith gonna be made physically manifest. You know.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 30. How shall one chase 1,000 and 2 put 10,000 to flight, except the rock had sold them, and the Lord has shut them up? And that's because he took our power from us. You know, how can Esau do the things that he's done to us when at one point one of us could chase 1,000, and 2 of us put 10,000 to flight? Okay, so how do we lose those powers, man? Because the Lord took it away from us. But he's going to return those spiritual powers back unto Israel, back unto his elect men, the ones who deserve those spiritual powers, man.
They're going to believe in unwavering faith, man.
The ones who were endured to the end, the same shall be saved, and get that renewed body, man. That immortality, the one that don't give. What does it say? They're gonna run up the walls that spark of fire, man.
Like go to, this is Wisdom of Solomon 3. Wisdom of Solomon 3, I think. And the thing is, like how did David brought the Goliath down, man? Because he had faith in YAHWAH, and he gave him this power. You know. And the same thing gonna happen to us, man. You have to really, like it says in Romans 15 and 4, you know, so like it, the things written the foretime were written for our learning, rough paraphrasing, man. You know, and we have to learn from it because our forefathers had faith in YAHWAH, man. I think you can even start at 1, man, 3 and 1, but like the point is in 6 with this one, you know.
Wisdom of Solomon.
Wisdom of Solomon 3.
Hold on.
3:5 and 3:6, one of them, if I remember right.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 1. But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of the Most High, and there shall no torment touch them. In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery. Verse 3, and they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace. Verse 4, for though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality. You see? Yet is their hope full of immortality. You see? Verse 5, having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. For the Most High proved them and found them worthy for himself. Found them worthy to give those thrones, those seated powers, man. Verse 6, as gold in the furnace hath been tried, hath he tried them and received them as a burnt offering. Verse 7, and in the time of their visitation, they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. You see? They're going to run to and fro. The elect, man. It's going to be easy. Verse 8. They shall judge the nations and have dominion over the people. And their Lord, YAHAWASHI, shall reign forever.
That's right.
Verse 9. They that put the trust in them shall understand the truth. And such be faithful in love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints.
That's right.
And he hath cared for his elect. You see? The elect, man.
It's all about the elect.
That's what all this is about. Verse 10. But the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imaginations, which have neglected the righteous and forsaken the Most High, YAHAWASHI. See? So the elect are going to receive power, man. They're going to be given back what was rightfully theirs.
That's right.
You know? And it says, having been chastised, verse 5 says, having been a little chastised. You know? So the things that we go through right now is nothing, man. You know?
That's right.
From there, let's go to Joshua 23 and 10.
Because the thing is, when you even go to Obadiah, and it says, the house of Jacob shall be a flame, and the house of Joseph, I forgot it. I think a fire, paraphrasing. And the house of Esau shall be for stubble. You know, and they said we're gonna run around, the elect gonna run through the stubble, man. You know, they're gonna fuck up these nations through the supreme power of YAHAWASHI, man. Straight up, you know. And the other nations can't do shit against the elect. They think they can go with the like in this this series, Raising Zion, which is Raising Zion. They wanna make superhumans, man. You know, or cyborgs and shit. They think they're gonna protect them, man.
That's what they've been trying to do. And you know how they do it? They take Jake's DNA, man. And they experiment on trying to better themselves and make better. They say make better soldiers. But anyways, this is
super soldiers, as they call them.
Man. This is Joshua chapter 23 and verse 10. One man of you shall chase 1,000, for it is YAHAWASHI your power. He it is that fighteth for you, as he hath promised you. Verse 11. Take good heed therefore unto yourselves, that ye love YAHAWASHI your power. You see? So it's easy, man. And how do you love the Lord? By keeping his commandments, man. By showing him that you're striving for the truth. You know? Through anything that happens, you keep your mind on the goal. You keep your eyes on the prize, which is pushing this truth, which is hopefully waking up the elect. Hopefully sealing the men that are supposed to do this work with you. You know? Go ahead, Kind
of like it says, man, in Sirach 4:28. Strive for the truth on the death, and the Lord gonna fight for you, man.
Man.
And this gonna happen to the elect, man, because YAHAWASHI cares for the elect. You know? And how are we gonna fight for you? You're gonna give you the spiritual powers, man. You know? And he's gonna protect the elect, man. And the elect gonna get these powers. And you that think this is a joke, you're gonna see in that day.
You said 24?
4:28.
Oh, so
you don't have to get it. Just
let's get it out. Just put it on you. It's the book of Sirach, chapter 4, verse 28. Strive for the truth unto death, and YAHAWASHI shall fight for thee.
Man. See?
And that's the truth, man. And he's gonna fight for only the ones who strive for him, man. You know, there's a saying: take 2 steps towards something, and it's gonna take 2 steps towards you. You know, you take 1 step, he take 2 steps towards you, man. You know, but you gotta have that spirit on you first and foremost. you got to be called to do this work. You got to be called into the service of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And once you receive that calling, you should let that light shine, man. You should be pushing it to onto the internet. You should be pushing it out and about. You should be pushing it to even Edomites, because you never know who the Lord puts in front of you, man.
You shouldn't quench the spirit, man.
You know?
And the thing is, what I have in my mind.
Go ahead.
You have to really be, like it says, man. It's like it's 2 Chronicles 15:2. If you forsake the Lord, the Lord gonna forsake you. But if you seek the Lord, you're gonna find Him, man. Paraphrase. So if you stick with Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man, He's gonna stick with you. So you just have to be unmovable, steadfast, always bound in the work of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because we got the victory already, man. Like it says in the verse before that, man, we got the victory through our Lord Yahawashi HaMashyach.
This is Romans chapter 11 and verse 5. Even so, then at this present time also, there is a remnant according to the election of grace. So there is an election that's here, that is not known, but through the men of GMS, especially the men of GMS, you know. But the Lord has used Israelites to push this truth into the word. But the men of GMS have been pushing it strongest, man, the harshest, you know, to hopefully find that elect, to hopefully see this elect, because the Lord says in the book of Revelation, in the book of Matthew, I think it's in Matthew, where He say, harm not the earth until my elect are sealed.
You mean Revelation 7?
Revelation 7,
Revelation 7,
you
man.
see?
Or even like in Ezekiel 9, man. You know, after the elect are sealed, man, mark mine 9 and 4. You know, mark them.
Yeah, in their foreheads.
Mark in their foreheads. After that, the death angels gonna come, man. The angels of death gonna pop these bitches.
Big ass trumpet gonna sound. You know, and the Lord is gonna kill these people, man.
Left and right, man.
It's gonna be death, man. And when you say this to people, they think you crazy. You know, but yeah, they mock you. They like, this dude talking shit with a 2,000-year-old book. You know, and I often imagine what Noah went through, bro. You know, what Noah went through when he was prophesying what's gonna happen, when he was building that ark. You know they was mocking and scoffing at him, man. Go ahead on, Noah, build your ark, man. Ain't shit gonna happen. It said they were marrying
and giving
it to marriage,
drinking
and partying, up until the flood started happening, man.
The same thing is in the time of Yahushua. The same thing is right now.
And it says it in the scriptures. As in the days of Noah, so shall the coming of man be.
The Son of Man.
Son of Man. The son of Man be when He cometh, man. He gonna catch a lot of Jakes off guard. He gonna catch these heathens completely off guard, man. These spiritually dead, He gonna catch them off guard, man.
Like it says, man, the day of the Lord comes as a deep in the night. Man. Hey, can you get to preach about BARAK in 1 Thessalonians 5, and it started 1 basically, or 2, 1 or 2, man, and read through 3, I think. Hey, the Lord's gonna catch you slipping, man. You know, the Lord gonna fuck shit up. You thinking everything is in peace right now? You see Russia dropping some missiles out of their marine, you know, from the sea basically. So they are ready to fight even with nuclear weapons in the in the sea, you know. And you thinking peace is on the way, man? You thinking peace and safety is there? Sun and destruction come upon you.
Was this 1 Thessalonians?
1 Thessalonians was right there.
Yeah, 5. You said 5?
5 and 1.
Oh, okay.
On the book.
This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. Okay, so you don't need to know the times and the seasons.
Because we know, man.
Verse 2, for ye yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. So even if we try to study the time, He gonna come when He ready. When a thief is there, when a thief cometh, He not gonna announce his presence, man. He's gonna catch a lot of people off guard. Verse 3, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
That's right.
As travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
Nobody gonna escape, man. They're gonna die. They should die. Gonna die in that day, man. You think you're gonna flee from Yahweh Shem Yahushua's missile? Like this one private Jake said, like, yeah, I'm gonna be happy when this missile come, man. You're gonna shit yourself, man. And the elect gonna be saved out of that shit, man.
Man.
Like it's nothing. Straight up.
This is Romans 11 Did I read 5?
Yeah,
I mean, let's go to 7.
Uh-huh.
What then? Israel hath not attained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. The 2/3 are blinded, man. The ones who don't want to get right, the ones that don't want to hearken unto this word, they've been blinded, man. The Lord has done that.
They're gonna stay spiritually dead, and at the end they're gonna be physically dead, man.
And then they're gonna wake up to everlasting shame, man.
And contempt.
And contempt. You know? Let's get Isaiah 42:1. The book of Isaiah. It's like book of Isaiah chapter 42. Verse 1. Behold, my servant, whom I uphold, mine elect, in whom my soul delighteth. I have put my spirit upon him, and he shall bring forth judgment to the Gentiles. So I thought Gentiles can be saved. So why does he say, behold, mine elect, in whom I put my soul, in whom my soul delighteth. I have put my spirit upon him. But these Christians, wacky-tacky Christians, say that the Gentiles are going to gain salvation.
Man.
You know, not knowing that there are 2 types of Gentiles, man. But anyways, let's keep going. Let's go to 45 and verse 4. This is Isaiah 45 and verse 4. For Jacob my servant's sake, and Israel mine elect, I have called thee by thy name. I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me. You see, because after those many generations of falling away from the YAHAWAH, even still, he has an election of those people, man.
Man. The elect is standing, man, from the beginning, you know. I've chosen you from the beginning, you know.
Man.
The first fruits are the elect, man. You know, like Yahushua said in John 15 and 16, man. You know, but it's just like just like a precept, but just what we read before in Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 8. You know, let me read it again. They shall judge the nations and have dominion over the people, and their Lord shall reign forever, man. You know, and we read it double tapped it, man. Yahuwah gonna put these nations under the elect, because the elect gonna subdue the enemies, man. You know.
This is Isaiah chapter 65 and verse 9. And I will bring forth a seed out of Yaakov, and out of YAHWAH an inheritor of my mountains. And mine elect shall inherit it, and my servants shall dwell there. You see? You see? And that's the elect.
The elect gonna inherit everything, man.
The earth was made for our sakes, man. You know, and we've had to watch these devils and these fucking beasts of the field destroy it in every single way.
Man.
You know, be humble, hold your tongue. You know, waiting for that righteousness to be given back unto us, man. You know, watching these heathens do these things to our gift that the Lord made for us, man.
Like it says in Romans 8 and 17, you know, we're gonna be joined as with Yahushua, man. And Yahushua says in Revelation 2 and 26 to 27, he that overcometh and do unto the end, he gonna have powers of the nation, roughly paraphrase, you know. Like as the potters, they shall be broken to shivers. As I received of my father, so shall ye, roughly paraphrasing, man.
Man.
You know, so the elect gonna inherit these damn heathen, man.
This is go ahead.
So good.
This is verse 22. They shall not build, and another inhabit. They shall not plant, and another eat. For as the days of a tree are the days of my people, and mine elect shall long enjoy the work of their hands. So there's coming a time when we build, it's not going to be taken from us, man. And who's going to build up our kingdom? Esau and these other nations.
1,000 years of slavery.
For 1,000 years, man. You know?
Like it says, even like in 2nd Ezra 7 and 11, I think, it even says, rough paraphrasing, the Lord, the world was made for elect's sakes, man.
Con, that's what I was saying.
You know, the world was only made for elect, so they're gonna inherit the world, and like in the days in the book of Joshua, for example, the heathen gonna have their own land, but they're gonna pay tribute to the elect, man.
Con, man.
As it was before, so shall it be now, roughly paraphrasing, man. You know, there's no new thing under the sun.
And they're going to be rewarded double for all the wickedness that they have done on this earth, man.
And you Esau, man, you Babylon, going to be paid double for your wickedness, man. You know.
Because we've witnessed, this is, matter of fact, let me bring this out. This is Matthew 24 and 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. You see? So the Lord is going to make us go through calamities, but he's going to shorten those days for our sake, for the elect's sake, man.
That's what he's doing right now, man. These days fly by, man. I remember last week we talked to Akaya, man. He comes down from Hamburg here to us, you know. And what happens, man? It's just already it's already the time that we meet, man. The time flying, man. You know, these hours fly like it's nothing.
Man.
The Lord speeded up the time for the elect's sakes, man. Straight up. Because we want to be out of here, man. Even though we have sometimes so-called good times, and because we got peace, you know, through the spring of YAHWAH, we want to be out of here, man. We want to have the righteousness, like it says, man, in Matthew 5 and 6, man. Blessed are they that hunger and thirst for righteousness, man. And this is the elect. The elect waiting for the righteousness, man, from YAHWAH on this planet, man. That his righteous kingdom gonna come on this world, man.
This is Matthew 5 and 6. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled.
See, we're gonna be filled with righteousness, man. And go to verse 5, BARAK. Go to verse 5. Matthew 5.
This is Matthew chapter 5 and verse 5. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth.
See? And who is that? This is the elect, man.
The ones that are going to inherit this are going to be the elect, man. Because it was made for our sakes. But we've had it taken from us as a punishment, man. You know? And Esau knows these things. He knows the scriptures. He knows what's going on. You know? Like Kazakh, Brother Kazakh said in one of his videos that Elder Gabar said, you know, I never heard him say it before, but it makes perfect sense. Esau knows everything, man. He knows all about Judah and the Israelites because he's the closest one to us. He's our big brother, man. He knows all about what's going on. He knows about our history. He has all of our history hidden. You know? He hid our history and then told his story. You know?
Man.
Let's do Matthew 24 and 24. For there shall arise false HAMASHYACHs, false Christ, and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect.
But they won't.
They can't, man. Because the Lord is protecting them. The Lord is saving them. So how can they deceive what the Lord has put his hand on? You can't do nothing against the Lord's elect because he's protecting them.
Man.
You know?
And like it says, man, you can do nothing against the truth but for the truth, man. You know? And these Esau and the other nations thinking they can do something against YAHWAH and his elect. They ain't, man. You know? They won't. Shit. Right here. What?
You better get up there.
Salakia.
Hey, but this is Matthew 24 and 31. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven unto the other. You see? And who is this people? These are the elect. These are the men that have been scattered into all nations. That's why the Lord say, preach just. That's what Paul was saying, was going to all of these churches and all of these lands, preaching in the church of Corinth, in Galatia, you know, in Colossians, in Romans. He was preaching to all the elect. He was trying to seal the elect, man. He was trying to wake up the Israelites, the elect of those people, man.
I got a precept.
Go ahead, all right.
In the moment, as this 1 Corinthians 15 and 52, in the moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trumpet, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. So in the twinkling of an eye, we're going to be changed, man. We're going to get these immortal bodies, man. The spring power of Yahweh, YAHAWASHI, KABAD, man.
I mean, when you think of how YAHAWASHI works, look at the miracle that he showed Moses, man.
Okay.
You know, he was like, Moses was like, how can I show them? How can I show them? You know, who can I say sent me? You know, who am I? And what did Moses do? What did he tell Moses to do? Put your hand in your bosom and pull it out. And his hand was white, man.
Okay.
You know, he turned a staff into a straight up snake, man.
Okay.
And then touched it and picked it up again and went right back into a stick.
Okay.
You know, so that just shows you he can do miracles like this. Like that angel that spoke to, was it Joshua?
You mean Gideon?
Gideon, Salakia. The angel that spoke to Gideon.
With the dew?
Yeah, no. Yeah, with the dew, where he told him that he made those cakes.
Okay.
And then he made fire come right out of the rock, man. You know, he do things just like that. It's gonna be in an instant, man.
Okay.
You know?
Okay, man.
This is Luke chapter 18 and verse 7. And shall not the Most High avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them? Verse 8, I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, the Son of Man, nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, he shall find faith on the earth. And that faith is going to be the man doing this work. There's going to be the men that endure to the end. You know, that's going to be the men that have been tried as gold in the fire and held true to YAHAWASHI.
Come, man.
You know?
Come.
Because we know that there are going to be martyrs, man. You know, there are going to be men that die for YAHAWASHI.
Come.
There are going to be men that be put to death. You know? So...
This is spirit, so like,
go ahead.
It's a spirit because I was thinking about the precept in 1 Thessalonians 4 and 15, man. Because the first they that die for YAHAWASHI, man, gonna be the first in church. They're gonna be the first changed, man. So I brought this before out in the 1 Corinthians 15 and 52. We're gonna be changed in the twinkling of the eye, man. You know, just in the blink of the eye, boom, we're gonna be changed, man. After we get through this trials and tribulation, man, the elect gonna be finally changed to the incorruptible, man.
Come. This is Ephesians chapter 1 and verse 4. According as he has chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love.
Come.
Verse 5, having predestinated us unto the adoption of children by HAMASHYACH, YAHWAH, to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will. You see? So these are the men that was chosen from before the foundation, man, were laid on the earth.
Come, man.
The elect, the first fruits.
That's right.
You know, the ones that were supposed to endure all things until the end, man.
Come.
And he's gonna take care of them. You know? And we know that it's gonna happen because we have faith in YAHAWASHI.
That's right.
You know?
And the thing is, the Lord gonna give everybody according to his doings, man.
Come.
And if you're meant to be one of the elect, you're gonna be one of the elect, man. And the elect gonna fuck up shit. You think you can fight against the elect, man? You a fool. Esau's a fool, man. He a fool. You think you can't fight against the power?
Look at the city of Jericho, bro. What they did to Jericho, bro.
Man.
Hey, Esau ain't gonna have no. He gonna think his weapons are gonna select it to cut you off. Esau gonna think his weapons are gonna stand. But they ain't gonna do nothing.
He thinking like it says, man, in Revelation 17, man. He gonna think he's gonna fight against YAHAWASHI, man. He don't even understand the power of YAHWAH, but want to fight against it, man. How can you fight against somebody that you don't understand? It's like in all fighting movies, man. They understand the moves from the opponent, so they can fight against it. But if they don't understand, they lose, man. And the same thing gonna happen to you, Esau, man. You know.
This is Romans chapter 8 and verse 33. Who shall lay anything to the charge of the Most High's elect? It is the Most High that justifieth. You see? So you can't, if the Lord is with Israel, ain't nothing gonna happen to them, man. Israel is gonna run through these nations like a hot knife on butter.
Like it's nothing.
The 144,000, man, they're going to put the whole world to flight.
Okay.
You know, the whole world, all nations are going to tremble and bow before Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi, man.
Okay. It's like it's one more precept, Psalms 110 and 3, I think. Psalms 110 and 3. And then when you say with the bowing, I think you can go into Philippians 2.
I got that one right there written. Psalms 110.
Okay. Psalms 110 and 3. Come.
This is Psalms chapter 110, verse 3. Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power, in the beauties of holiness from the womb of the morning. Thou hast the dew of thy youth. Verse 4. Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi have sworn and will not repent. Thou art priest forevermore after the order of Melchizedek. You see? You see?
Man. And the Lord just said, like, hey, they're going to be willing in the day of their power, man. So they're going to get their spiritual power and going to fuck up cats, man. You know?
And verse 6 is Yapah. He shall judge among the heathen. He shall fill the places with dead bodies. He shall wound the heads over many countries. He shall drink of the brook, in the way thereof shall he lift up the head. You see? But that just show you that these nations they don't have an understanding of what's about to happen and who's coming, man.
That's right, man.
You know?
You think this is a joke?
Just like in Psalms 49 and 11, man. You know? Let me get that right quick. Psalms 49 and 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places into all generations. You see, they think that this shit is going to last forever, man. They think that what's going on is going to continue to all generations forever. And it's not. It's not going to happen. The Lord is going to destroy these people, man.
Man, that's right.
And he's going to use the Israelites to do so. You know? Come on, I got one more precept. We're going to close it out.
You know? The Lord is going to fight for you, man.
I got 2 more precepts. This is John chapter 6 and verse 44. John chapter 6 and verse 44, man. Select it as 7. No man can come unto me except the Father have sent him. Draw me, and I will raise him up at the last day. You see?
Man.
That shows you a lot of things in this precept. No man can come to me except the Father have sent me. Draw him. You see?
Sent him, you mean?
Sent me.
So like it.
Draw him. Which have sent me. Draw him. You see? No man can come unto me except the Father which have sent me. Draw him. And I will raise him up at the last day. You see? And in the end times, we're gonna be risen, man. We're going to receive that spiritual power that we've been yearning for, we've been hoping for. Okay?
Man.
So with that, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahawah, by Hashem, Yahawashi, by Hashem, KABAD. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us this truth.
That's right.
Peace and blessings to the hopefully elect, the 144,000 men pushing this truth in diligence and sincerity. And Shalawam. To any Akwate out there listening and learning. Shalawam.